You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more likely to talk about big plans than actually chase them with full force. He enjoys thinking and discussing his ambitions, but taking steady action every day isn't really his style. Be ready for promises and a lot of creative ideas, but not always the results you hope for.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't shout or lose his temper. Instead, he tends to pull back and keep his feelings to himself. If you need someone who gets up and fights when there's trouble, you might find him too passive at these times.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, people usually find him pleasant to have around because he doesn't pick fights or make loud scenes. He keeps things tidy, helps thoughtfully, and speaks his mind honestly, even if his words sometimes sound blunt. While he isn't the office favorite who jokes with everyone, he's respected for his ideas and quiet support.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you shine in your career, he'll truly feel happy for you and show real pride. He isn't the type to get jealous or feel threatened. He'll see your success as something beautiful to celebrate. Instead, he'll support your journey with sincere warmth and joy.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not likely to resent you or feel small if you earn more than him. Money by itself doesn't bother him much, and your accomplishments won't make him feel less important. It's more likely he'll quietly process his feelings instead of showing jealousy.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's careful with money and likes to keep things organized, so he won't be the type to spend without thinking. He prefers planning and making sure everything is in order, especially when it comes to his finances. If you're worried about careless spending or sudden surprises, he's not the type to give you stress.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He chooses to live within his means and doesn't pretend to be wealthier than he is. He is practical and doesn't care much for showing off or creating a false image. Life with him may be simple, but it's honest and steady.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He gives freely from the heart when someone truly needs help, and he feels deeply for others. He's not stingy about sharing kindness or showing care, but when it comes to money, he can be strict and careful. He plans how much to spend and doesn't like waste, so you might find him saying no to things that seem unnecessary.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's open and straight about money matters, so you won't have to worry about hidden debts or secret accounts. He likes things neat and would rather talk openly about finances than leave you guessing or worrying. You can expect clear conversations and honest sharing, which brings peace and trust to your relationship.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and doesn't expect you to do everything by yourself. He likes keeping things tidy and will naturally help out with chores, planning, and making sure the home runs smoothly. If something needs to be done, he'll step in instead of leaving it all for you.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the kind of man who will actually roll up his sleeves and help out with chores and baby care, not just stand by and give instructions. If something needs doing, like washing dishes or changing diapers, he won't hesitate to be hands on and do his share. You can count on him to be a real partner, not just a supervisor.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He does try to understand your side and isn't the type to get into heated arguments just to prove a point. When you talk about your feelings or opinions, he listens carefully and shows real concern for how you feel. You won't have to battle for your voice to be heard. He respects what you say and will do his best to see things from your side, even if it takes some quiet thought.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he keeps his cool and doesn't say hurtful things or act aggressive. He's not one to raise his voice, insult, or make you feel scared. Instead, he'll become quiet and might pull away to think things through on his own. If he's upset, you'll notice more silence than drama.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. His temper is steady and he rarely snaps or loses control over small things. This steadiness is a good sign. You're not ignoring any danger here.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he's wrong. He won't blame you just to protect his pride or shift the fault, but will quietly think about what happened and admit his mistake. With him, you'll feel respected and valued even in tough moments.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He will respect your boundaries and understands clearly that no means no. He cares about your feelings and personal space, so he won't push or pressure you when you set a limit. For him, respect isn't just a word, he practices it, making you feel safe and valued.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He doesn't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has ups and downs and respects your feelings without feeling rejected or angry. Instead, he'll give you space and wait until you feel comfortable again.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He values your feelings and understands that intimacy is sacred, not something to joke about or use against you. He keeps such things private, treating them with warmth and respect.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and doesn't get easily distracted by other women. When he's in a relationship, he stays committed and puts effort into making you feel loved and secure. He values emotional connection and is not interested in chasing after attention from others.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He is not over possessive, and you won't see him acting jealous or trying to control who you meet or what you do. He trusts you and gives you freedom, understanding that a healthy relationship needs respect and space. You won't face endless questions, accusations, or rules about your choices.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective nature is genuine care, not a mask for being controlling. He wants you to feel safe and supported, but he doesn't try to make your choices for you. or limit your freedom. Instead, his support feels like teamwork, where both of you are equal partners.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and wants to share the responsibilities with you. He doesn't expect you to do everything alone or leave you with the hard jobs. He knows that raising children needs both parents and values fairness at home.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and won't lose his temper. He doesn't yell or lash out, he prefers to quietly listen and help them figure out what went wrong. He respects their feelings and lets them know mistakes are a part of learning.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He knows that you have dreams and needs outside of parenting, and he'll be proud of who you are in all parts of life. He respects your choices, helps with home duties, and pushes you to keep growing.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will cheer for your career now and secretly expect you to quit once you have a child. He genuinely respects your ambitions and understands that your happiness comes from more than just being a mother. With him, you can trust that his backing for your career is real and meant to last, not just for show.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth and genuine care, not just act polite to keep up appearances. When they visit or call, he'll make an effort to connect, have meaningful conversations, and show that he values them as part of the family. With him, your family will feel welcomed and appreciated in your home. He will try to adjust to your family and won't expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and won't make things worse. He doesn't jump into fights or add drama. He prefers to listen, stay patient, and talk things through gently. He'll work with you to find solutions without blaming anyone or causing scenes.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He's not the kind of man who is modern with you, but expects you to act like a strict, traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He wants you to be yourself wherever you are and will not push you to change your behavior, dress, or choices just to please others. With him, you will feel free to be the same person at home and with his family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you and not just stay out of it or side with his family. He understands that your feelings matter and will make sure you don't feel alone when things get tricky. He listens, speaks up for you, and looks for ways to ease the situation together.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy, and he will choose your side when it matters, even in a conflict with his mother. While he respects his family, he knows how important it is to protect your feelings and stand as a couple. With him, your partnership comes first, and you won't be made to feel second to anyone else.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He will not share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He understands that some matters are meant to stay between the two of you, and he values your trust and privacy. This shows he respects the relationship and protects what you share.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being with him day in and day out feels calm, safe, and thoughtful. He pays attention to your needs, helps out at home, and shows real care for you and your family.